Everything's good. Good luck, brother. For real this time. We live, yo.
Ready to knock them off course. Welcome everyone to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
All right. 13-4-0 Maryland. It's 3-1 Michigan State. Coach Magic. I've been doing pretty good as a football coach. Gotta take that same. The hell? I'm not expecting that.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. That's caught. It's Scott. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. New set of downs after the completion. Here's the handoff. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Monster throw. It's Washington. Gets it out quickly. All right, guys, let's talk a little mirror. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye, playoff line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB.
Nice.
At the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that really didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. He's able to get the tackle for loss.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! Quick strike in the air for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game, and it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wasn't
Sounds about right.
that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Good grief. Boy, he's got a hammer.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be
wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking for room, it's Frazier. Runs through the tackle. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're going to feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this guy.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Got it in the middle. It's Parachek. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Spartans really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short.
Boo.
This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Oh, better look out.
Are you jogging? Turbo.
And he's out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run. And the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Crosses to 40. Turning it on. Past the 40.
He's so...
And he's
All right.
and he'll house it. Touchdown, Terrapins.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. On a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the kick is no good, but there is a flag
What?
down, and it looks like roughing the kicker.
Oh,
So
my
the
goodness.
decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Christensen. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. At the 40, there it goes. Flying out to the left. The 20. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there.
Really? We'll get back. I get you. I hear. I see you. I see you.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Manning. Nothing wrong with
job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. And that's why you had a big play.
I don't know what happened there. Oh.
Using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Caught near the sticks. It's White. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was
Catching and still running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Maryland!
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wide out. He's got it. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Spartans are in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
Ooh.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on first and goal. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't full. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for yards.
Second down here at one. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
They'll run it here on third and goal. Hard-hitting tackle.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal, you try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
And nowadays you have these analytical calls, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return.
running play, moving the sticks. You just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired.
Oh, he's got some space. Discards him with the stiff arm.
Good grief.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw
It's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
You start to get that offense going and start having success. You've got to make sure that you get closer to the scoring range and take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Washington. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
on third and short and field goal range. They dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And that is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there, they can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football. But when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Smashes through the tackle. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh...
Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Spartans.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Caught close to the marker. It's White. We've reached the 2-minute timeout and now talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. From the gun, the running back has it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride. Stopping the run. That's where
What are you doing?
It's Smith. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense is going to try to convert on fourth down. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker has already misfired once, and that might have played into the decision. They dropped and just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it and falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off. I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Back to pass, it's Washington. Under fire. That's
What?
It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously going to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
It's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He's moving out of the pocket. Snagged in the middle. It's Scott. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They'll immediately call timeout. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open man.
That's caught. It's Smith. He'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on second down. Looking to scramble. On a little time, lets it go. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
That boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, throws an incompletion, but every incompletion even looks good because it's so exciting to watch.
And in the closing moments in the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Man, he missed it. No good. After the miss, the
All right.
lead is still 4. First half.
What point?
Time now.
More point.
Halftime update. And the Terrapins will boot away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Christensen. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone and not work out as he stopped at the 13.
something. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own.
He wanted to run. He wanted to run so bad.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory. It's the afterburners. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. They'll run it from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at that time.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Washington. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day with that pass. He goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times, that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. The give on the option. And again, stopped right in his tracks. Nowhere to run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical. And nice job getting it to the ground.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the
Yes, sir.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job completing the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy
Take it away from him.
unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking down the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Catch in the middle. It's Mark. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after a shot down the field, too. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers and he's been productive and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of said, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
The give to the tailback. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Spartans send out the punt unit. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away.
He dropped it. Oh my goodness.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. On the move. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not...
Get out of the way.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success.
I threw it because I thought he was going to get a pass interference.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To send the tight end in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Washington. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only 1 play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. The underdog, David, they've got to keep playing it high.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things going their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
That's my fault.
Starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. the break, and Michigan State has the lead.
GG's.
Sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the
Time to
third.
lock in.
Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Gets him all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls out.
On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. Makes touchdown, Terrapins! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Christensen. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Spartans want to crank the tempo.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence and his offense's confidence. And right now, if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Parachek. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Got it in the middle. It's Parachek. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
That out on the makings of Bug Meat Windshield, but how about the move? Warner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. The Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now.
Way to slip it in there. That wasn't Basil.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the hole in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
just a rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Field goal is good. That'll cut the lead to 28-27. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. They're trailing by 11 to FIU. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on third down.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my lamb.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Calls his own number. And the defense holds. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. And the timing just a hair off.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Washington. He'll off one deep down the left side.
No, he better not catch that.
And what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Terrapins will punt this one away.
The eyes on
This
these
will be the
guys.
second time they've had to
Get
kick it
weird.
away.
Some of these receivers is nuts.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Lost a throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end.
And that's a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. Set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the right.
Hold on to the ball.
Big hit there versus 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Just keep swinging it. Grab in the middle. It's Mark. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
There is...
You're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this two-man situation.
He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Right down the middle, though. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration of the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
GG's, man. Game of the week. All right, thanks for watching. Always remember, love is for seconds. GG's is savage.